Oh, now what? You'll learn all not to stand and there and there.
Alright. Why would Dodi bite me, Chad? He loves me. What's wrong with my fucking webcam in this scene? Why is it like this? Oh, hang on. Where'd I go? Oh, there we go. Ah. What the fuck? Oh, nah. Hold up. Ooh. What'd I do? What'd I do? What the fuck? Oh, I think I did. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Nope. Okay. Wait a second. Not Dodi Cam. Shut up. Hold up. What? This is not working. How do I do it on my old laptop? Or on my... What was my old setup? Oh... Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking fiddle with this. Then why is it fucking big as shit here? Oh, I don't fucking know. Well, alright. Anyways. Okay, is the Lone PC sponsored? No. But, you know, I'm gonna glaze iBuyPower because they are fucking helping me the fuck out. Okay. Do we end? Oh yeah, I forgot. The last time we played Higu, our fucking laptop exploded. Ah, yeah. About right. Alright. Can you imagine? Can you imagine unable to run a fucking still image visual novel? Anyways, alright. I'm just showing you my appreciation. Okay, Rika. Oh, my back. Oh, I just broke it.
となると、私を殺したい人間や勢力が思いつかない。むしろ、リカにとっては世界中のどこよりもこの村にいるのが安全なはずなのです。
Should I come back to Wua, sir? I haven't played since Zani. I think 3.x is coming out. It's a great time to come back. This current patch, nothing much going on, to be honest, but it's not a bad time to come back, get into the, swing of things, and then get ready for 3.x. Because 3.x coming around is a new region. New regions are always gonna have banger new characters, so yeah.
そうね。世界中のどこよりも私を殺そうとする人間がいるどころか、私を守ろうという人間がいるはずなのに。
It's ironic. For a long time, I've been refusing help from all those people who were trying to keep me safe.
リカ、やはり入江たちを頼るのはどうですか？
People in this village love and cherish me. But no matter what, they never save me when I try to escape the fate of my death. I spoke to several villagers in the past, but they never believed me and none of them saved me in the end. They probably didn't believe me because I had no idea who was trying to kill me, or what their motive was. If I could explain that, people might be more accepting of my story. But there's nothing I can do about that. No one would believe a little girl saying that she's going to be killed without rhyme or reason. All they think of me as is the reincarnation of Oishiro-sama and the leader of the Furude family. They do cherish me, but they won't protect me with their lives. On the other hand, Irie and his people are totally different. They realize how special I am, and they would try to make sure that nothing happens to me. If I confessed to them that my life was in danger, I'm sure they would do their best to prevent it. They have all the means to protect me from a violent end. However, none of it really worked in the past. It's not that they're unreliable, it's because Takano, the one responsible for protecting me, also gets killed on the same day every time. In other words, asking her for help is completely useless. She's very reliable, but she also isn't. It's ironic that I'm the only one who knows the reason why they can never save me. Wait, we read this.
それが狙いなのかしら。富武と高野を殺し、私を守る者を排除して、それから殺す。
Bro, HDMV looks naked. Look at his ass. No sub badge, no VIP. Bro's, ugh. A little rough, man. Ugh. Kinda yucky. Ugh. You have the clip if you want. You could present the clip tomorrow in front of the tribunal, okay? You really made me dig for it. I know I said 1 week, but we both forgot, and the deal was I get temp banned and not lose the VIP plus Poppy still holding on to his. Fuck the tribunal. No. We'll present the evidence to the Fobbits tomorrow. We're currently in late night. This is like we got daytime Cartoon Network. This is like a late night Adult Swim. All right.
同じ運命だ。いや、同じ犯人が同じ目的でやっている犯行なら、あの二人の死をなんとか覆すことで。リカは多分覚えていませんですが、ずいぶん前にもそう言って実行したことがありましたです。
The deaths of Takano and Tomitake mean the loss of my protection. Because the two of them die, the suspect is able to kill me. That's why I've tried to prevent their death somehow. Okay, my genuine question, why can't... They never believe me. I tried so hard to persuade them, but they didn't listen. I eventually gave up and just thought of their deaths as fated to happen. How much did I miss? You missed like 20 minutes? 30? It's the same hopeless feeling I used to have towards my parents when I was able to go back further in time. When I found out that death was inevitable, I lost interest in them. After all that time had passed, I forgot how hard I used to try to prevent my parents' death. And what I was gonna ask is, does Hanyu also just forget how Rika dies? Can't Hanyu just like watch how Rika dies and then just like tell her? I get why Rika forgets, but like...
まあね、連中は明らかに私たちをモルモットだと思ってるし。
I support them so I can help Satoko. But it disgusts me to think that they're only using me as a test subject. I've been resenting Irie for that reason. Still, I should try to get closer to him. After all, he's the only person who understands how important I am. He's the main person I should be talking to, and he has the most potential for protecting me. I can't avoid seeking help from him just because I don't like him. Oh, these fucking fur is getting in my nose. I've asked him for help several times before. But Tomitake and Takano got murdered even so and ruined everything. After their deaths, Irie panics and becomes useless. That's why I gave up on seeking help from him. But in this world, I've been blessed with a positive situation. I will never have as lucky a start as this again. This is the best chance I'll ever get, so I should give it my best shot. I really don't like him at all. But he's not a bad person. I should respect him more. He's serious about helping Satoko, and he's not as much of a mad scientist as I'm inclined to think. Takano is a strange person too, but she's also someone who can give me support. Anarchy, thank you for the gifted sub to HDMV. But she thinks I'm only her guinea pig. That's why I don't really want her help. Tomitake is more reliable than Takano. But the biggest problem is that he only visits this village a few times a year. On top of that, he always dies before I get killed, so he can never help me. However, they really are the people I should be talking to. If I can change the fate of their deaths, they should be able to save me from my own. It's possible that the only reason I lived until 1983 was because of their effort.
高野たちに接触して彼らを救えるようまた努力してみようと思うの。あ、大丈夫よ。どうせ殺されると思ってるから変に期待してない。だから期待を裏切られても全然平気よ。リカがひどいことを言ってますのです。
I chuckled at her comment.
もし死の運命から逃れられれば、私の運命に対して大きな影響を与えてくれるのは間違いない。
The pillow's more comfortable than me, huh? Rat motherfucker. Just ignoring me. Just going to town on that fucking bed, bro. Fuck you. What are you looking at? Whatever.
そして今回はそれでも2人が殺されるのを前提に話をしてみようと思うの。つまり2人が殺された後、私にも及ぶだろう危害への警護についてちゃんとそういう指示を出してくれれば、
What did he do to you?
高野たちの死後も
With the shot collar down
私の
pop?
身辺は強固に警備されているかもしれな
Don't
い。
stay in your seat. The protection they provide is probably the highest standard of security I could hope for. Yet I lose that the moment Tomitake and Takano die. So I never have the protection after Watanagashi. And therefore I get killed too. In other words, that's it. Whoever possesses a strong will to kill me actually just wants me dead. Yet so long as those two are alive, there's tight security all around Hinamizawa that prevents the killer from getting to me. So to kill me, they must first kill Tomitake and Takano, the heart of that security. Then my protection falls away, leaving me exposed.
リズムで考えれば考えるほど2人の運命と私の運命はつながっているのね。そうやって考えるとあの2人を見殺しにした時点で私の運命は逃れられないものに決まってしまうのかもしれない。なら理科のすべきことはもう明らかなのです。そうね、自分の命より先にあの2人の命を救う方が先決ってことね。
It's kind of ironic. I gave up on them because I was more determined to save my own life. But I finally came to the conclusion that I have to help them first before helping myself. But there's something I still don't understand. Someone with convictions this strong is trying to kill me for some equally strong motive. Yet no matter how often I debate it, I can't think of anyone who'd benefit from my death. Not only that, but there should only be people who'd want to protect me. Especially since they would do anything to protect me in the present environment. They even eliminated my mother. To be perfectly honest, I don't even care about her anymore. I never got along with her, and she's the one who took my father's death the wrong way, making a huge deal out of it like she did. She got what she deserved. Whoa! I'm a valuable guinea pig for them, and I can be a bomb too. No one benefits from making me explode. There's only disaster awaiting them if that happens. Lots of people will be lost, and nobody would gain anything from that. According to Takano, my death would be like the eruption of a volcano in the middle of a village. I'm not interested in what happens after my death, but they're really concerned about it. They're watching me every day to ensure that I don't accidentally hit my head on the corner of a block of tofu and die. It's fair to say that they are here in order to prevent the eruption from happening. I'd be suspicious of them if they were going to benefit in some way from my death, but as everyone knows, that can't possibly be the case. My death would create nothing but a disaster. They're benefiting from my being alive right now.
損得の問題ではなく、何かの怨恨かもしれないとは随分思ったわよね。私個人じゃなくて、古出家に対する恨みみたいなものが伝統的に御三家とかに残ってたりして、私が爆弾だと知らないからこそ殺したと。
That's why I was suspicious of the three families, especially the Sonozaki family. However, after observing them in numerous worlds, I feel that's not the case. I felt that way in several lives, but it always had something to do with that incident with Keiichi and the doll. It's clear that there's nothing going on between the Sonozaki family and mine.
あとは狂信的な何者かなのです。
We've already had a series of murders 4 years in a row under the name of Oyashiro-sama's curse. Timing-wise, timing-wise, it would somewhat interesting if there's something missing there. It would be somewhat interesting if I, the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, were killed on the 5th year. Bro, that's not me. This is missing a word. It should be, it would be somewhat interesting. Alright? That's not on me. I couldn't stand to be murdered for such a whimsical reason, but such a motive actually seemed fitting. Ironically, I would have to suspect Takano if that's the case. She's well known for being an eccentric researcher of local histories. She's only interested in the village's history because she already knows who I am. She's doing the research based on the notion that I'm important. So she should have no reason to kill me. I'm telling you, it's Takano. I still believe to this day that Takano never actually dies and just fucking LARPing around, pretending to be someone else or an NPC secretly watching as everything happens, and then fucking probably slits Rika's throat just to see the world burn. She would desire to keep me close to her as a research sample. It's hard to believe that she would kill her favorite toy. She's kind of crazy. She might be willing to kill someone who would try to harm her little toy, though.
まあ、いくら考えてもわからないし、どうでも誰かが私を必ず殺す。その事実から逃れられれば、他はとりあえずどうでもいいんだから。
No, I take that back. I want to escape my deadly fate, but I also want all of my friends to be happy, and I want the rest of my life to be happy too. I don't want to hide myself in the forest forever just to get away from my murderer. In fact, I've tried that once before, but I still met with the same ending. Living in the forest was a horrible experience. I think I was able to survive until July that time. That might be the longest I ever lived. I smiled bitterly and finished off the rest of the orange wine in the glass. Isn't this literally just saying then that the Hinamizawa gas explosion only happens if Rika dies, and if Rika doesn't die, it doesn't happen? Alright? I don't like him, but his people are my only hope.
もう床に戻らないと明日が辛いわ。僕もそう思いますです。おやすみなさいなのですよ。
I lay down and closed my eyes, but I couldn't fall asleep right away. Suddenly, I remember Rena's voice words out of nowhere. It was no good when I was thinking about it on my own. I wasn't thinking about it on my own. I was talking about it with Hanyu. Now I know it's important to talk to other people. Friends have greater meaning than I thought. You can talk to them about anything. I finally realized that. After I asked Takano for help, should I also talk to Keiichi? I've told him before in my previous lives, but he never believed me then. Rika died in chapter 2 and no gas? What happened in chapter 2? Which one was chapter 2? Hold up. No. I don't think we know that there was no gas. I don't think we know that there was no gas in chapter 2. Right? Because we're not told fully about the fate of Hinamizawa. Because all we get at the end is Keiichi in the fucking hospital bed. Right? With like fucking Mion's ghost or something. So I don't know. I think some chapters, even though we didn't see the gas explosion, doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just means it just wasn't fucking said. Wait, shit, I didn't check the tip.
いやあ、リカちゃんが日曜日以外に診療所にいらっしゃるなんて珍しいですね。
高野とお話ししたいことがありますのです。
Oh, don't trust Takano.
今日はいますですか？
いえ、多分リサさんとデートじゃないでしょうか。いやいや、お羨ましい。
どうしてリサなのですか？よくわからない名前なのです。
それは本人に聞いてみてください。初対面の時のちょっとした認識ミスなんですがね。その時の先方の対応がとても面白かったもので。
I don't get it. That's what nicknames are all about, though.
どんなご用件ですか？伝言でよければ今夜ミーティングがありますから、その席上で伝えておきますよ。
ありがとうなのです。でも直接言いますのでいいのですよ。
そうですか。わかりました。では私は書類事務に戻ります。
今日は入江は診察はしていないですか？
今夜のミーティングの資料作りで大忙しです。普段から準備はしているんですがね。なんて言うと準備がなってないと怒られてしまいますね。
それに加えて野球までやっているのですから、つくづく入江は元気だなと思いますです。
It also still doesn't make sense why Irie fucking kills himself in that one chapter as well. But I guess Rika says he kind of loses his mind in every fucking timeline.
本当に忙しいですよ。
I don't know, this guy's sus.
家事や秘書を代行して
I
く
feel
れ
like
る
he's always been
可愛
sus,
いメ
but
イ
we
ド
just
さんを
don't
常
know why
時
he's
募集
sus.
中なのですが、なかなか応募がありません。
He laughed and looked at his watch. He seemed to be in a hurry.
高野たちはどこへ行っているか想像はつきますですか？
村の中をいろいろと回るだろうと思います。ああ、でもいつも待ち合わせは神社の境内なんだそうですよ。
Wait a second, hold up, chat. Give me a second. Oh shit, is that it? Give me a second. Hold up. No, I mean, I got Yogurtland. I got some frozen yogurt, but also Lily's Christmas present came. This thing is taking like fucking 2 weeks to come.
高野さんは関東で帰られましたから、ひょっとするとまだ境内にいるかもしれませんね。
Won't you get her? I can't say. What if she's lurking, bro? The fucking surprise for Christmas. Must be crazy stuff? No? Actually, this time I don't think it, I mean, I didn't buy her like anything like nothing luxury or anything, but I think it's a nice gift. I must have just missed her. This was no time to be chatting with Irie.
ありがとうなのですよ。神
Is
社
it a
に戻
wedding
ってみ
ring?
ます
Bro,
です。
wedding ring would not be a Christmas present.
年に4度しかない仰せなんですから、あまり邪魔をしない方がいいと思いますよ。
He smiled mischievously and waved his hand in goodbye. I headed back to the shrine. I'm going to park my bike by the stairs that led to the shrine grounds. Tatsuko and I are the only people who park our bikes there normally, but I saw more than 10 bikes there today. People must be gathering at the convention room. There are more and more meetings than when the Watanagashi festival draws closer. Seeing all these bikes reminded me that summer is nearly here. You have been playing this game for a year now? No, we started this shit in fucking like early, like April or something, bro. It's not been a year. Most of the bikes were old and beat up. However, I saw 2 unfamiliar ones parked there. They were sporty mountain bikes with the same design but different colors. They must belong to Takano and Tomatake. I went up the stairs to look for the 2 of them, but I couldn't find either. Was there any place with a great view for taking pictures? I tried looking in places like that, but I still couldn't find them. So I started looking based on what Takano might be interested in. Could only think of one place. The fucking ritual. Yep.
どう？次郎さん。
うん。
She's fucking having him check the lock.
シンプルなタイプだと思うよ。道具があれば多分1分とかからないよ。
さすがね。次郎さんが得意なのは心の奥の錠前外しだけじゃないのね。
Takano, I don't trust your bitch ass.
たたりじゃー。
The 2 of them jumped in surprise as I suddenly appeared in front of them.
あら、リカちゃん。急に脅かすなんて人が悪いわね。
開かずの西宮殿の鍵を開けちゃおうとする人の方がもっと悪いのです。
あダメだよ高野さん。やっぱり悪いことはするもんじゃないよ。
Tomitake conceded right away, but Takano was stubborn. She made up excuses to try and fool me. Based on my previous lives, I knew just how much interest she had in this storehouse. It's actually rather impressive how hard she tried to cover that up. The ritual storehouse is full of the remainder of the dark history of Onigafuchi. It contains bloody and vicious tools that Takano is fascinated with. She should have a good idea as to what those things are inside of this, storehouse based on what she has been researching. She was making up some story about cultural treasures and such, but it was obvious that she was just making excuses. Tomitake also seemed impressed, listening to Takano's phony justification. In the past, I've tried to conceal what was inside of the storehouse from Takano because I don't want her spreading information about the holy and brutal tradition they used to have in Onigafuchi village. It would be a disgrace. As a member of the Furude family, I can't let that happen. Looking at the history of Onigafuchi and the way Takano does is a painful thing for Hanyu as well. For Hanyu, the ritual storehouse is a special place. I don't know what's so nice about being surrounded by those scary ritual tools, but she feels cozy when she's surrounded by the smell of old times. The storage is like Hanyu's hideout. When I can't see her, she's usually relaxing here. Oh, that's why that jumping sound was Hanyu. I don't want Hanyu's happy place to be turned into the bloody, horrifying den of evil Takano believes it to be. That's why I've been keeping Takano away from the ritual storehouse. Come to think of it, why am I so mean to her? Is it because I hate her? I just stopped feeling that way. I have to keep in close contact with Takano and Tomitake. I won't give up just because it didn't work before. I wanted to try one more time. This world is different from the other ones. Might be able to change their fate, which in turn might change my own. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Why didn't Takano hear it? So what did Rika say? Rika said, the more crazy you are getting, as in the spectrum, right? You know how Satoko is high on the fucking L4 spectrum? The better you are at hearing those things. Who was the only person who could hear the thumping? It was fucking Shion. Because Shion was full fucking on the spectrum, bro. She was going full loony bin. Okay? That's why she could hear Hanyu. Nobody else there could hear Hanyu's jumping, right? Except for Tomitake. But that's probably why Tomitake rips his own throat out too, because Tomitake is fucking going loony too. No, because remember, Tomitake rips his throat out, and the only other person we know who's ripped their throat out is also Keiichi, who was also losing his mind in chapter 1. So, Hanyu made an irritated face. Takano will lose herself in ecstasy if she sees what's inside of there. She'll run around spreading rumors of the bloody history of Onigafuchi. Hanyu wasn't too excited about that prospect.
でも話を聞いてもらうきっかけにはなるんじゃないかと思うの。高野は根に持つから、ここで意地悪をすると、私の話をちゃんと聞いてくれないかもしれない。
I understand that Hanyu doesn't want her inside this holy place, but she can't do anything more than be irritated about it. I'm the only one who can make the ultimate decision. Besides, she'll forgive me if I promise to eat something sweet later. They also clawed their throat when there was something standing behind them? You think Hanyu is just haunting some of them? Especially when they break into the ritual storehouse, like she said, she gets annoyed about it. And she specifically haunts them and make them fucking rip their throat out. But doesn't tell Rika. So Hanyu is actually part of the reason why the events occur. But Rika just doesn't know.
高野、もしも約束を守ってくれるのでしたら、中に入れてあげてもいいのですよ。
本当に？西宮殿の中よ。中は中でも、
Are you saying Hanyu's an evil
防災
bitch?
倉庫の中とかはなしよ。
Bro, she's Oyashiro fucking sama, okay?
本当ですよ。ちゃんと西宮殿の中なのですよ。
西宮殿ってここよ。
Chat, you can't be distracted by the ow 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 ow. Alright, that she does non-stop, okay? It's a distraction.
この建物の中なのよ。
She just goes ow 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 ow. Fuck are you saying? I don't know how to do it the way she does. She goes like,
ふむふむ
how?
別にごまかす気はありませんですよ。ちゃんとこの中に入れてあげますです。ニパー。
ニパー。
Alright. I have never seen such a big smile on her face before. Now this is a miracle. I'm seeing this face for the first time in 100 years. Tomitake must be feeling the same way. His image of Takano was slowly falling apart as we spoke, I'm sure. No, maybe he just found a new side of her to love instead.
高野って結構面白い人だったのでびっくりなのです。やっぱりコミュニケーションって大事ね。人を知るのってつくづく難しいと思い知るわ。
We remained there and watched Takano spinning in delight for a while.
中には内緒で入れるのですから他の人に見つかってはいけませんですよ。
ああ、そうだよね。高野さんを正気に戻しておくよ。
僕はその間に鍵を持ってきますです。
By the time I came back with the key, Takano was totally calm again. She was obviously trying to hide how gleeful she was, though. I thought she was a mature lady, but she might still be a kid at heart. I think they called that something like gap moe. I picked that term up at some point from Keiichi, but I'm still not sure how it's used.
では高野、富武、中に入る前にいくつか約束がありますです。ちゃんと誓ってくれないとダメなのです。
もちろんよ。開かずの西宮殿を古出家当主が自ら開けてくれる禁を犯すのだもの。
Do you still think she's the culprit after saying Nippa? Bro, saying Nippa doesn't make you innocent.
約束は守るわ。
Listen to that laugh, bro. She's a fucking psychopath.
ダメだよ、高野さん。ちゃんと真面目にやらなきゃ。
失礼ね。私はとても真面目よ。
But she's hot? Does that look hot to you? And don't forget, chat. There was still that chapter, I think it was like chapter 4 or 5, where Takano was fucking had someone dead in her trunk.
僕の中の高野のイメージが今大変なことになっていますのです。私もよ。高野の株価が世界恐慌で大暴落って感じ。
Rena said it before. It's not a good idea to think about problems all on your own. I always hated the crazy part of Takano and I didn't want to be close to her. But I never thought she could act this way. She was acting almost like Rena does when in her cute mode. Had I known that she was as funny a person as this, I wouldn't have felt resentment towards her. I realized how important communication can be.
まず西宮殿へ入ったことは内緒なのですよ。誰にも教えてはいけませんです。
もちろんよ。誓うわ。
Takano put her hands to her chest. She also forced Tomitake to do the same. It was funny to watch Tomitake trying to keep up with Takano too.
中はとても大切な場所ですから、怪我したり傷つけたりしちゃダメなのです。
もちろん分かってるわ。それで撮影は可能なの？
Oh.
可能ですが、1枚100円なのですよ。
次郎さん、あなた今いくら持って
Oh
るか
my
しら？
god.
1万円払うとお得な1日取り放題券になりますです。
安い。
What?
払うわ。
She's getting scammed.
次郎さん、
Never mind. Toмотaki is getting scammed. Feels boyfriend, man. You pay me the money for real. Hanyu seemed excited knowing that money could be used for buying desserts.
高野はとてもいい人なのです。
Oh my god. Hanyu's just a gold digger, bro.
あんたも現金ね。
I finally got approval from Oyashiro-sama, the master of the storehouse. We'd have no problem now. The ritual storehouse is behind the building with the convention room. Sometimes people come out for a cigarette break. I can't let anybody see us entering.
大丈夫。誰もいないよ。
Toмотaka checked out the scene and gave me the signal to go ahead. I nodded at him and unlocked the door. I pushed open the heavy door just far enough for us to sneak
富
inside.
武が表で待っていると不審に思われますです。
僕も入るのかい？
He seemed surprised that I was asking him to come inside with us. Toмотaki, of course, wasn't particularly interested in what was inside the storehouse. I expected a surprised reaction.
二郎さん、リカちゃんが入れって言ってるのよ。早く入って。
ああ、わかったよ。
Toмотaki squeezed inside as Takano urged him. I turned the lights on and closed the door. Then I put the chain on from inside.
厳重なのね。
錠前が外れていることに気づいた悪い猫さんが入ってくると困りますのです。
悪い猫さんで申し訳ないわね。
高野、猫は猫らしくニャーニャー鳴かないとニパー。
Don't say it. Okay.
それはどういうことかしら？
高野がちゃんと猫さんじゃないと見せてあげないのです。ちゃんと鈴付き首輪と猫耳も持ってきましたですよ。これをつけて四つん這いになってニャーニャー言ってくれなかったら次の扉を開けてあげませんです。
Yo, Rika's into some weird ass shit. The shrine storehouse has two doors so that people can't see inside when the first door is opened. At the moment, we were inside the entry chamber. The real storehouse is in the room beyond.
え？リカちゃんもきついな。いくらなんでもそんなの。
ええ、それが試練ならやるわ。これはリカちゃんが私の知的探求心がどれだけ一途で高貴か試しているのよ。
Oh my god.
いいわ。あなたが望むなら猫耳と尻尾付きで四つん這いになって前足で顔を洗いながらご主人様大好きだにゃーだって言ってみせる。
What?
高野ってみんなと同じくらいの年だったらきっと部活メンバーに混じっていたと思いますのです。そうね。ほら、世界恐慌の時ウォール街で紙切れになった株券が雪のように舞ったというじゃない。なんかそういう感じよ、高野の株。
さあさあリカちゃん、やり遂げ猫耳と首輪だけでいいの？
高野さん、そもそもこの扉鍵なんかないよ。ほら、押せば開く。
Stella Sora players, what is the best team for Chitose? Babe, Chitose's the worst now. The fire chick and the light chick is literally better now. But I guess you still need Chitose for ice team or aqua team.
そうなの？あら嫌だ。私ったらみっともない。
ち。
Toмотaka has no sense of humor. He just turned off a lot of viewers who were looking forward to seeing Takano in the cat outfit.
と、冗談はこのくらいにして押せば開きますのです。ニパー。
Once we went through the door, we found ourselves inside the storage area. There were no windows in there, so it was completely dark even during the day. There were several light bulbs hanging from the ceiling, but they were dim, and their light only exaggerated the darkness. Oishiro-sama's statue and the altar dominated the center of the room. They were surrounded by tons of ancient torture implements. They were all over the floor, walls, and ceiling. It looked like a torture room rather than just a storage for tools intended for one.
これはすごいね。
Tomitake was rendered speechless. They were nothing like those fake torture implements that they might have seen in a wax museum or someplace like that. The tools in this room are the genuine articles. I never like to think about it, but I'm sure some of them really were used. These authentic tools always have a big impact on the people who see them. But Tomitake was the only one who was shocked, since he was the only normal person in the room. Takano's eyes were sparkling. She was taking pictures while meowing like a cat. This place isn't special to me. Of course, I know I'm supposed to treat it as a holy place, but I'm so used to seeing all these things after coming here countless times since I was little. To me, it's nothing but a storehouse with a lot of old stuff inside. As for Hanyu, she says it's the only place the air from times past lingers in this present day, so she actually finds it comforting. I get in a good mood when I come here because Hanyu gets in a good mood. It's a relaxing place for her. As I watched Tomitake's reaction, I noticed how totally off my values are from normal people's. Takano's reaction seems more natural to me in a sense. Hanyu seemed to be bothered by Tomitake's reaction too. Maybe it was a bad idea to let him come inside after all. Not like I could kick him out at this point. Hanyu and I sat on a cushion in front of the altar and watched Takano dance with a childish glee while Tomitake made touching efforts to keep up.
どうしてこんなにもたくさんの拷問道具を作ったんだろうね。だって拷問というのは相手を屈服させるのが目的じゃないのかい？こんなにいくつもおびただしい数や種類がどうして必要だったんだろう。
次郎さん、拷問道具には2つの脅し方があるのを知ってるかしら？一つは使用して相手を痛めつけることで効果を発揮するもの。もう一つは使用するぞ。使用したらものすごい痛いぞ。と、そういう意味ではいろいろ物騒な拷問道具がたくさん取り揃えてある光景はそれだけで脅迫的意味を持つものだったのよ。
確かに拷問というのは実は高度な技術が必要だというような話は聞いたことがあるよ。程よく痛めつけてかつ殺さないというのは確かに加減が難しいことかもしれないね。
Tomitake acted like he's having a conversation with Takano, but his voice was obviously unsteady.
西洋の拷問道具の中にはやたらと装飾型で実際に使用すれば痛めつける以前にあっさりと殺してしまいかねない。まあ拷問道具も厳密には屈服を目的とする被験者を対象にした純粋な拷問道具と見せしめや娯楽を目的とする観覧車を対象にした虐殺道具に分かれるんだけど、これを混同して誤解している人が多いのが嘆かわしいわね。
じゃあ話を戻すけど、これらの拷問道具で昔の人たちは何を屈服させようとしていたんだい？
Tomitake asked me that. He must have thought that Takano would say something far more scary if he asked her. Forgetting that I'm just an innocent little girl.
私は鬼ヶ淵村の独自の戒律を厳重に守らせるためだったと思ってるんだけど、正解？
正解なのです。これらの細具は実際に使用するためでなく、むしろ展示して村人を怖がらせて戒律を遵守させることを主眼に置いたものだと言われてますです。だから実際にこれらの道具を使う時になってサイズが合わなかったり 構造的に欠陥があったりで満足に使用できなかったという話も結構残っていますのです。
でも実際に使用することもあったんだろう。やっぱり穏便な話じゃないね。
対立を守らないとお社様のたたりがあるだけではおとなしくルールに従ってくれない人たちもたまにはいたということなのです。
ねえリカちゃん、
Oh shit.
ではこれらの道具は基本的に村人を威圧するために用意されているのかしら。
She doesn't believe him.
本当の意味での綿流しの時、食人の宴に使った調理解体道具だっていう説があるんだけど。
Hanyu was making a frustrated face. She didn't want to remember the dark history of Onigafuchi village. People performed countless torture ceremonies in front of her, claiming they were doing it in her name, the name of Oyashiro-sama. She asked them not to do that, but no one was able to hear her or see her.
ノーコメントなのですよ、ニパー。
高野さんによく僕も聞かされるよ。大昔の鬼ヶ淵村の人たちは神様のお告げがあると麓に降りて人をさらって食べてしまったんだろう。
Bro, am I crazy? Why does Tomatake's VA keep changing? Like this is not what this was not his original voice actor.
どうしてそんなことをしたんだろう。これもまた麓の人々に対する何かの見せしめなのかい。
Someone did say it in chat. Yeah, like his voice actor keeps fucking swapping or something.
私はそこはおそらく食物連鎖で人間よりも優位にあることを自覚するためにやった一種の儀式だと思っているわ。鬼ヶ淵村が外部との交流を禁ずる最大の建前が、自分たちは仙人で村は聖地。汚らわしい人間と交流すると汚れを持ち込む、そういうふうに言われていた。だから定期的に自分たちは人間以上の存在であることを自覚し直す必要があったんじゃないかしら。
日本にも晒し首があったしね。見せしめは非人道的ではあるけど抑止効果は極めて大だったというわけだ。
見せしめの犠牲者がひどい方法で拷問されて生きながら食われて絶命する。そんなのを見せつけられたら絶対に自分はああされたくないって誰もが思うわよね。日本には晒し首だけでなく貼り付けだってあったでしょ。処刑場に高々と死刑囚を貼り付けにして観衆の前で恥ずかしめられながら長槍でブスブスと刺されるのよ。
Yeah, she's definitely fucking crazy.
二郎さんもわかると思うけど、槍でほんの一月二月された程度じゃ人は絶命なんてできない。腹部や胸部を貫かれればそれは十分に致死的なことではあるけれど、ギロチンなんかのようにきれいさっぱり死ねるわけじゃないのよ。血がブクブクとあふれ出し、腹からは腸を引きずり出されて肺に血がたまり、最後には自らの血で溺れ死ぬ。そんな緩慢な死を思えばギロチンなんて人道的な発明よね。そうそう、知って、ギロチンってね、貴族のために生み出されたんですってよ。銃殺や絞首刑よりももっともっときれいにあっさりすっぱりと死ねるように生み出した。
That's not actually true, Takano. There have actually been cases a long time ago when some people, there was, if you guys actually don't know, there was a experiment. I forget which. There was an experiment that they did to see just how long after a decapitation, the person who has been decapitated, their heads can still have some sense of like what's going on around them and stuff. Right, yeah, the eye blinking one. Like, so technically it's not instant death. So, yeah, it's like you're still actually, apparently, if the decapitation is done, like, really fucking well, apparently even though you're just a fucking head, you are still aware of your surroundings or whatever's going on for, like, possibly up to a minute or two. So, just kind of crazy. Like 16 seconds? No, I heard it's like up to a minute or so. Was it only like up to like 16 seconds, really? No, because from what I remember, they like asked the person to just blink, right, as like often as they can after they've been decapitated, or like just like basically with the idea of blinking or like constantly blinking, and then like they got decapitated, and even though the person was decapitated, they kept on doing the blinking, you know? It was never proven. Some people say it's just nerves. I mean, maybe, you know? I guess it's impossible to prove, right? Are they purposefully doing the blinking, or is it like, you know, the Aztecs were so good at taking people's hearts out, there's a legend a pirate was able to walk past 11 of his mates after being decapitated. Supposedly the ones he walked past were to be released. Huh. We need more samples? Yeah, let's bring back the guillotine.
一台のギロチンで処刑されていくの。ちょん。はい、次。ちょん。
Okay, bro.
はい、次。ちょん。人間の死がわずか一瞬でベルトコンベヤーの上の工場生産のように量産されていく。神父のお祈りも最後に言い残す言葉も何もなしよ。
Takano was definitely born at the wrong time.
ちょん、はい次、ちょん。もうそんな一瞬の死じゃ見せ物にならないからね。誰も個人の死に感情を抱かない。慣習は一人の死を見てるんじゃなくて、何十人もの貴族が長ネギをスライサーで削っていくみたいに手際よくちょんちょんちょんと跳ねていく、そのちょんちょんの連続性をショーとして面白がるわけ。
Why does she say chong 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 so much?
それに比べたら、一人の人間をじっくりいじめ殺す方がよっぽど個人を尊重しているとは思わないそんな濃密な死と拷問で飾り立てられたのがこのお社様という存在なわけ。
Oh, poor Hanyu. Takano raises her hand to honor the statue of Oyashiro-sama.
お社様という存在は結局人間が生み出した偶像なの。その偶像は恐怖で祭り上げられることで神聖化した。そう、人が法則や戒律で石垣を組み上げ、呪いやたたり、奇跡や恐怖の漆喰でそれを固める。それらを積み上げて積み上げて雲の上にまで届く高みを作り、その上に建てられるのが神という存在なの。神は人が欲するゆえに人が生んだ人の手による存在。つまり人が人を恐怖で支配しようと思った時に生まれる純粋な恐怖と血と拷問の結晶。それがここではお社様という存在になるのよ。つまり神の世界へ至る階段は神ではなく人の手で作られていたことの証左であり、私たち人間をさらなる高みへ誘う指針を示して。
Oh, thank God. Her passionate lecture was interrupted by a loud noise. Aww. So it was Hanyu that time too. Damn. Because last time when Keiichi and Shion were in here, Takano was going off like this too. She was stomping the floor as hard as she could, making a loud noise instead of screaming out with her unheard voice. However, it all amounted to the same thing. Hanyu cannot be heard by
違う
people.
のです。違うのです。僕はそんなのじゃないのです。羽生。僕は人が死んだりとかいじめられたりとかそんなのは嫌なのです。みんなで一緒に仲良く楽しく暮らしてくれればいいのです。もちろん僕たちが悪いところもいっぱいありますです。でもそんなのを望んだことなんて一度もないのです。羽生は羽生よ。お社様なんてあなたとは関係のないことでしょう。違うのです。違うのです。高野は嫌いです。嫌いなのです。
Oh, whoa, Hanyu, we need Takano to stay alive this timeline. Yo, don't do no cursing here.
いつも僕のことをひどく言いますのです。ひどく言いますのです。言いますのです。
Was it a bad idea for me to bring Takano in here? I knew that Takano would get overstimulated and say something like this. Fortunately, Hanyu's rejection indirectly reached Takano and she stopped lecturing. Somehow, Tomitake had heard the noise that Hanyu made. He pressed his finger in front of his lips and told Takano to be quiet. Oh no, bro, that means Tomitake is already on the spectrum.
何事なの？
さっき子供が遠くで飛び跳ねるような音が聞こえたんだよ。この建物の周りで子供が遊んでいるのかもしれない。
そう？私には何の気配も感じないけれど。
いや、確かに聞こえたよ。高野さん、ここへはお忍びで入れてもらってるんだ。リカちゃんの立場にも配慮して、もう少し静かに見学しないと悪いよ。
Takano seemed disappointed, but Tomitake was right. She had no choice but to be quiet.
富武、周りに子供なんていませんですよ。
そうかい？リカちゃんには聞こえなかったかい？僕は確かに飛び跳ねるような音を聞いたんだけどな。
もちろん僕も聞きましたですよ。遠くではなく僕のすぐ後ろでドタンドタン跳ねていましたです。富武には遠くに聞こえたでしょうが、僕にはすぐ後ろだったのでうるさいくらいでしたですよ。
Standing in front of the altar and the statue of Shirosama was right behind me. Tomitake seemed freaked out after hearing what I just told him. Although he was trying to fake a smile, his face was turning pale. However, Takano didn't seem scared at all.
西宮殿の中でお社様を怒らせるようなことを言うのは禁止なのです。お社様がとても怒っていますのです。その声が聞こえませんか？
It's fortunate that she can't, to be honest. Even if she heard it, it would be nothing but tears. My job as a shrine maiden to begin with is to tell humans what Oishiro-sama is feeling. I'm responsible for speaking on Hanyu's behalf. Takano must have realized that I was very serious about what I just said. She apologized to me right away.
ごめんなさい。いささか調子に乗りすぎたわ。お社様もごめんなさい。人が崇めればそれは神。たとえ私が崇めなくても神聖は侵されない。面白半分に冒涜したことを謝るわ。
お社様は甘いものが大好きなのです。僕を経由してお供えしないとたたりがありますですよ。
Tomitake couldn't help but smile. Takano also smiled. She bowed to me, promising to bring over some cream puffs soon. Takano finally stopped saying bad things about Oishiro-sama. She also promised to bring me something sweet. Hanyu was still upset, but she was probably satisfied for the moment. But I didn't know what she meant by the 3 fingers she was showing to me. Was she telling me to ask Takano for that too? Being her shrine maiden is not an easy thing.
お社様はシュークリームは最低でも3つ欲しいと言ってますですよ。僕が食べたいわけではないので誤解しないでほしいのです。
They took it as a joke I made to reduce the tension. Tomitake and Takano cracked up, holding their stomachs. Hanyu was looking at them with surprise, not knowing why they were laughing. My face, meanwhile, was turning red with
わか
embarrassment.
ったわ。お社様のために美味しいシュークリームを3 つ買ってくるわね。リカちゃんやさとこちゃんの分もいくつか買った方がいいのかしら。
いえ、僕の分はいいのです。その代わり、どうしても聞いてもらいたい話がありますのです。
何かしら。今日は西宮殿に入れてもらえるというわがままを聞いてもらえたんだから、それに見合うわがままには応えるつもりよ。
僕が今から話すことを絶対に信じてほしいのです。
Oh, hold up, chat. Hang on. Lily wants to see Dodie. Hold up. Dodie, come here. Come here, Dodie. Dodie, come here. Dodie, come here. Dodie, do I? Dodie, come here. Dodie. Dodie, come here. Dodie, 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 son. Dodie, son. Dodie, son. Oh, fucking fat ass is stretching. Come here. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, ooh. Is Lil even in chat? Oh. Look at this guy. Oh. Feed me now? It's not time for him to eat just yet. Look at him. Ooh, little pupper. Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Why are you shooting me? He looks so bothered by you. No, he loves me. Toby loves me. I'll give Toby a treat. All right, Toby. Want a treat? Yeah. Toby, sit. Toby, come here. Sit. Ton. Sit. No. Sit. Spin around. Sit. Sit. Ton. 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 Sit. Bang. 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 This stupid dog. He just like preemptively does the moves. Look at him. Oh, you guys can't see him. He's like right here. You didn't do the bong right? I did. I did do it right. All right. You guys see him? There he is. Tony. Did he get a haircut? No, not yet, babe. I couldn't take him today because I went to pick up the PC. All right. Cut his hair. I will. Then I want you to believe what I'm about to tell.
どうしてとか、そんなバカなとかはなしなのです。だから絶対に信じて運命に打ち勝って 私を助けてほしいのです。
Both of them are surprised to see such a serious look on my face. I was sure they'd be surprised. After all, I was about to explain to them that they were going to die in 2 days. I'm sure they'd want to deny that, but I knew a fair bit about their deaths. If I could explain it to them in detail, they wouldn't be able to laugh it off. I'd talked to them about it several times in previous lives, but they never took it seriously. I only had that slight possibility that they might believe me. Hopefully, the possibility... Is it stream on a new PC? No, this is a loaner PC. iBuyPower hooked me up with a PC that I could just borrow for a couple days. Yeah. Hopefully the possibility is as small as a miracle. It should be engraved on the side of a die. My friends overcame their fates and they all rolled a 6. What's up, Jamaloo? Should I call that a miracle? Please, God, let me roll a 6 again. Please let me believe their death is upon them. Idiot turned the light on as soon as he finished his presentation. There were about 8 men wearing lab coats inside the meeting room. The man sitting at the far end was the only person without one. Upon seeing Irie finish his speech, he clapped his hands several times. Having noticed his applause, the other men in the room soon followed suit.
それはよかった。
What the fuck?
本当によかった。この度の成果は個人的にもとても満足できるところです。
入江先生の献身的努力の賜物ですわ。
What the fuck is this? General Tomatake, bro? Move the cam?
いえいえ、優秀なスタッフの協力があればこそです。すべてのスタッフに感謝します。
Okay.
これで完全治療のめどが立ったと言えるでしょう。まだいくつかの詰めは残っておりますが、それは時間と予算が解決する問題です。
それにつきましてはよろしくお願いいたします。しかるべき人員と予算があれば、おそらく3年以内。61年度までには完全な医療体制を確立できると思います。今後の課題は、専門知識のない医療機関でも容易に対応できるパッケージ的な治療方法の確立と、より安価で簡易な検査法の確立です。
検査法に関しては、現在入江先生が血液採取から潜在患者を発見する方法を研究中です。この方法が確立すれば、一般的な健康診断と併用できますので、相当の低コスト化を実現できると思われます。
それは素晴らしい。現在の検査法はだいぶ大掛かりで高コストですからね。いや、コストにまでお気遣いいただき、本当に感謝します。
You know, I don't even train this dog to sit back there. He just does it all the time. Why does Hassan gotta do that?
国民の健康はすなわち国益のはず。それに予算問題を出すのは本当に情けないことなのですが。
Sure, man.
削れるなら1円でも安くというのが当方の立場なのです。
もちろん理解しています。治療法は確立したが、コスト的に不可能では。
What cure
絵
are
に
they
描いた餅
talking
ですから。
about?
机上の空論でなく、実行可能な方法で考えるのも我々の仕事です
Tomatake started clapping again and everyone followed him. That
あな
L4
たは
thing?
医師
Yeah,
と
but
して
what the
優秀
fuck
な
is
だけ
that
でなく、
L4 thing?
本当に尊敬できる人格者です。
Because clearly Tomatake has it too.
あなたとお会いできたことを誇りに思います。
いえ、本当に拍手をいただくのは、すべての方を治療できて、
Oh,
いわゆるお社様のたたりを完全に撲滅できた時です。
so Satoko is cursed And Tomitake is also cursed.
それまでどうか連帯して頑張っていけたらと思っております。
こちらこそ。私も入江所長の要求する予算が限りなく額面通りになるよう努力します。
What the fuck? Is Tomitake not just a fucking photographer, bro? Is he some government What the fuck?
どうか引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。
Tomitake and Irie shook hands. The meeting room was filled with applause yet again.
では今夜のミーティングはこれまでといたしましょう。明日は皆さんもお待ちかねのメインイベント、予算ヒアリングです。各自奮闘しましょう。
Takano was being sarcastic, of course. Staff member in lab coats were smiling bitterly.
いや、必要な予算なら私も最大限配慮します。私は本当は皆さんの味方になってあげたいくらいなんですよ。ですが、上に説明するのも直接怒られるのも僕ですのでね。
Okay, so he's not just some photographer.
申し訳ございませんが、しぶしぶ厳格に審査させていただきます。
Maybe this is why they both get killed. Because someone doesn't want the curse of Oyashiro-sama to be cured.
どうかご協力をよろしくお願いいたします。
それが富武さんのお仕事ですから。どうか明日は。では、本日はこれで解散といたします。
But who would not want the curse of Oyashiro-sama to be cured? Once Irie declared the meeting over, his coated staff gathered up their documents and left after glancing at the clock. It was almost midnight. The staff who were off tomorrow might be alright, but those scheduled to work needed to sleep soon, or it would hinder them the next day. Takano gathered up the butts from the ashtrays as well as the empty coffee cans.
あら、コーヒーを飲まない人もいるのね。せっかく会議用に認めさせたコーヒー代なんだから、ちゃんと飲んでくれないとこの分まで予算が切られちゃうのかしら。
ひどいな。
Wait, his badge says Infectious Disease Surveillance Center.
僕も仕事でいやいややってるんだよ。
ああ、高野さん。そのコーヒー1本もらいます。
じゃあ僕ももらいます。すべて飲み切った方が予算請求には都合がいいでしょうから。
So Takano was actually onto something with the fucking... The two of them seemed more relaxed with the other staff members gone. Tomitake and Irie loosened their collars in a sign of relief.
リカちゃんとサトコちゃんたちはお元気ですか？先週聞いた話では、サトコちゃんの検査結果が一時期良くなかったように聞きましたが。
あれは取り越し苦労のようでした。急に暑くなりましたからね。体がびっくりしてしまったんでしょう。最新の検査結果では非常に安定した状態に戻っています。
入江先生は聡子ちゃんには特に熱心ですからね。
そんなことはありませんよ。医師たるもの、すべての辞める者には公平に全力を尽くします。そして私に感謝してメイドさんになってくれればなお素晴らしいのですが。
I mean, it's clear, regardless of which art, that Tomitake is like a government official in the whole budget thing, anyways.
いやはや、なかなかそうはなりませんね。
サトコちゃんを完全に治療できる方法があれば本当に素晴らしいのですが、それはやはり難しそうですか？
サトコちゃんのように一度でもレベル5に至った場合、幻覚症状の再現、いわゆるフラッシュバックに近い現象が起こりやすくなります。 これは厳密には病気によるものではなく、精神の中に育まれる正常な防衛反応なんです。厚物に懲りてナマスを吹くということわざにもあるように、過去の経験を積極的に生かそうとする正常な反応なんです。
つまり一言で言えば心的外傷のことよ。しかも前頭葉に直接ダメージを受けていることが考えられるので、一般的な
Oh
心
my
的外
god.
傷より
She got
も
damage to her
ずっ
frontal
と
lobe. Oh, bro,
繊細なカウ
Satoko's
ンセ
dumb
リ
as
ングと
bricks.
長期の
We
投
can't
薬が
salvage
必
that.
要でしょう。
病気は治療できても心の傷は治せない。
I swear Tomatake's voice just changed again.
ということかい？
心的外傷に苦しむ人は社会にも大勢
It
い
literally
て、
just keeps changing out of the nowhere.
その中の一人に混じれるだけでも
Yeah,
かつての
he keeps
サトコちゃんの
randomly
症
turning
状
into an
を思
old
えば
man out of
奇跡
nowhere.
的な回復なんだしね。
糖尿病などと同じに考えてください。不治の病ではあっても、症状を抑えて元気に生活されている方も大勢います。
さとこちゃんは今でも日に3度の注射を？
He's young again.
いえ、だいぶ調子が落ち着いてきましたので、今は日に2度です。3度に比べればだいぶ負担は軽くなったと思います。
最初はだいぶ嫌がったんだけどね。リカちゃんがうまくごまかしてくれてるみたいよ。
ごまかして？
さとこちゃんは生活資金の援助を受ける代償として私の研究に協力してもらっているということになっています。
では日に2度の注射は自分の病気のためでなく、入江先生の研究の協力のためにやっているつもりなんですか？
次郎さん、さとこちゃんに自分がどういう病気にかかっているのかを説明することはとても前に話さなかったかしら？
ああ、いや、思い出したよ。無神経なことを言って申し訳ない。
富武さんもどこかでさとこちゃんに会ったら優しくしてあげてください。
そうですね。わかりました。
リカちゃんは本当に強い人ですね。さとこちゃんと同じような境遇のはずなのに、あれだけしっかりと生活できるんですから。
すべてリカちゃんとお亡くなりになられたご両親のおかげですね。多大なる理解と協力がなければ、これだけの短期間では治療の糸口は見つけられなかったでしょう。
人道的でない実験にもよく耐えてくれました。ご両親の死をも乗り越えてくれた彼女の協力なくして今日の成果はありえません。なんとかその恩に報いてあげたいものです。
そうですね。東京もリカちゃんとさとこちゃんが最大の功労者であることは理解しています。必ずや二人の協力に見合う感謝を示すでしょう。
あらあら、私たちにはコーヒーフィルター代まで渋るのに決まる。
だからそれをいじめないでほしいな。昨年の話は高野さんに根を持たれっぱなしだよ。
でも私たち大人は彼女たちの協力に結局お金でしか報いれないのね。心で報いる方法があればいいのに。
Takano muttered like she's talking to herself, but it almost sounded as if she was talking to them.
きっと心で報いる方法は日常の中にたくさんあります。それらを一つ一つ積み重ねていくことで、いろいろな形でお返しができると思います。
入江先生は、いえ、監督は日々そうしておられるようですわね。私もあの子たちに何か親切でもするようにしてあげないと。
そうだよ。高野さんはそれでなくとも今日大きな恩をリカちゃんに受けたじゃないか。
Okay, so this was So this is after the storehouse just now?
いけない。明日の朝一でフィルムを現像に出さないと。
Okay. So it is.
ああ、本当に貴重な歴史、文化、その息吹。本当に素晴らしい時間だったわ。
I wonder what she could have experienced during the day. Tomitake could only smile and act like he didn't know anything.
そうだ、高野さん。今日の最後にされたリカちゃんのあのお願いだけど。
Oh god, they're
どう
not
思
gonna
う？
take it seriously.
被害妄想だと思いたいけれど、本人だって明確な証拠は示せないって言ったわけだし。
Oh god.
何かあったんですか？話だけを聞いていると、リカちゃんに良くない兆候が出たように聞こえますが。
先週のリカちゃんの検査結果、私は極めて安定した良好な結果だったと思っているのですが、
Oh, they think she's fucking
入江先生
delusional
から
too,
見て
bro.
何か変わった所見は見受けられましたか？
いいえ、今回もとても安定した結果でしたよ。さとこちゃんの検査結果が日本海の荒波だと例えるなら、リカちゃんは琵琶湖の水面のような感じです。二人の気象そのものですね。
急性発症の可能性は？
一体何事ですか？まさかリカちゃんに症状の進行が見られるというのですか？
実は今日、彼女から私たちに依頼があったんですわ。
Oh,
自分の命が狙われているように思うので、身辺警護の強化を依頼したいと。
そんなバカな。一体誰が彼女の命を狙おうなどと言うんですか？考えられない。
リカちゃんは村中から愛されてるマスコットで、殺したいほど憎む人がいるなんて聞いたこともない。僕も正直眉唾だとは思っています。
リカちゃんは自分の命が脅かされている根拠を何だと言っていますか？追跡妄想や被害妄想の類だとしたら、確かにレベル5の初期症状と言えなくもありませんね。
夢で見たと。そういう悪夢にうなされてとても怖い思いをしたので、落ち着くまで身辺護衛を頼みたいと言うんです。
あのくらいの年の子なら夢見が悪くて怖くなってしまうこともたまにはあるかもしれない。でも僕たちの立場上、それが単なる悪夢なのか初期症状なのかは慎重に判断する必要があるだろうね。
わかりました。明日彼女には緊急検査を実施しましょう。
oh, brother.
問題がないことを祈ります。今のこの村で彼女より大切な人間は存在しないのですから。
何も問題がなければいいんだけどね。でももしそうだったとしたらどうしようね。
ジローさん、リカちゃんはあれだけのものを私たちに見せてくれて、その見返りがあのお願いなのだとしたら、とても身辺に不安を感じるという訴えをしてくれたんだから、
Okay, hold
私たち
on.
はそれに応えてこそ
Takano?
信頼関係だと思うの。これがお金でなく心で報いるということじゃないのかしら。
そうですね。
Alright, Takano, maybe I misjudged you.
仮に訴えが彼女の言うように夢見のせいだったとしても、それに応えなければ私たちは彼女の信頼を失うでしょう。ある意味幸運ではありませんか？
I have no idea why I just got the insane desire to play dinosaur game.
彼女に恩返しをする方法が一つ見つかったわけですからね。
確かにおっしゃる通りです。
Hop on after, shut up.
それに彼女の訴えは私たちが当
Bro,
初から保
having
証
a
しているは
working
ずの権
PC
利でもあり
again,
ます。
just like, it's like unlocking my, and it's a 4090, brother. On my old PC on the 3080, I could barely hit like fucking 60 FPS. Maybe like it'd be like a little fucking shaky there, but on this, bro, we could probably push like fucking 100. Oh my god.
それでなくても私たちは彼女の安全を徹底的に守らなければならない。
その通りです。それについては
Nah, the game takes a long ass
私
while
で
to
はなく
download. Now we're good.
皆さんの仕事ですね。どうかよろしくお願いいたします。
わかりました。
He didn't need a 4090? Chat, what's better, a 5080 or a 4090? Because I think the GPU we're settling on a new PC is a 5080. The 4090 is better? Is it close? $40.90, really? Bro, just buy a 5090. Motherfucker, if I got this shit.
では高野さんの権限内でお願いします。東京から番犬を派遣するレベルでもないでしょう。
フルでリカが夢にうなされたので派遣をお願いします。
It's gotta be close, right? 4090 and 5080?
了解しました。山犬に最低4名の24時間警護を命じます。
That's a 5080 to 4080, bro. I asked for 5080 versus 4090. Okay, that's like nothing. Oh, that's like nothing. That's like fucking 5% difference. Okay. Yeah, I think we're chilling. Okay. All right, that ain't that bad.
そりゃすごいな。私が上京する時の警護より厳重です。
だってリカちゃんにはそれだけの恩を受けちゃったんですもの。そりゃもうすごい警護をつけるわよ。リカちゃんの暗殺を企むような奴らは絶対阻止。
Okay, I mean, this sounds good so
山
far.
犬の再生兵を護衛につけるわ。大統領は撃ててもリカちゃんは撃てると思うなよ。たとえ相手が超永久スナイパーでも守りきってみせるわよ。にゃーにゃー。鬼ヶ淵村の神秘万歳。
高野さん、何かいいことでもあったんですか？
いや、その
Hi hi Kere-san desu.
Hey. So, it's going well? After looking through the items that have been donated for the auction, we had realized that there was nothing kids would be interested in. Which sounds like a great place to wrap up right here, boys. Yes, sir. Bro, it's already midnight, chat, okay? I gotta skedaddle, boys, okay? We gotta skedaddle. I already fed the duckies, too. Listen, chat, tomorrow will be a late stream. Tomorrow will be a late stream. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We'll probably go later, like today-ish, for tomorrow as well, because we're starting late again tomorrow. But I'll see y'all tomorrow, chat. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you everybody who waited for the late stream as well. Good night, everybody. Don't forget to install the Where Winds Meet. I did install Where Winds Meet earlier.